Hi everyone, I'm humbly Anna Andrews sitting here at my dining room table today. Okay, see, dining room table, chairs. My other half sitting here, my Hopi other half. And we're engaging in a conversation about, how old is Hopi, you said? Carrie?
It's more than 2,000 years old.
So it's 10,000 years old?
And more.
10,000 and plus, huh?
Yeah.
So I just read what I posted today, and I think it's reasonable to say that you and I are factual human beings here living and breathing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And are we eating factual food today, pretty much? Yes or no?
To the best of our ability, yes.
You and I are, but I'm saying, is the general food supply that people are eating and consuming, is that factual food that they're eating and consuming, Carrie?
No, they're plumb full of GMOs.
Genetically modified organisms, yeah. So I think what I said earlier on my forglobalpeace.com post was reasonable to say that we wake up and we breathe corruptly tainted chemical, and I'm talking about chemtrail air, is that right?
Yes.
Thank you, Carrie. And I'm not making you say this, right, hon? It's all on your own intelligence. And it has, people, we all need to wake up and take up the truth. And I'm sorry, no disrespect to Hopi or Navajo or Apache or anybody or any culture on the planet for example. This is not a cultural thing here. This is more than cultural things. And what it is we got to wake up to the truth. Is that right, Carrie?
Yes.
Is culture going to save our asses, truthfully, Carrie?
No, spiritual fitnesses of one's own learning
is going to save our asses.
Yes.
And so did you find your spiritual fitness, Carrie, just in your culture? Yes or no?
No.
No. Thank you, Carrie. You found some spiritual fitness in the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous, didn't you, hon?
Yes. And,
yeah.
Through other lines of tribes and cultures, too.
There you go. By mixing and blending, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so mixing and blending. Hello, everybody. Walk out your front doors. This is not a Hopi world. It's not a Navajo world. It's not an Apache world. It's not a Pahana world, like the natives like to call white people Pahanas.
Gringo.
Or gringos. It's an every person's world, right, Care?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're mixed mutts pretty much these days, aren't we? Because, even your mother, for that matter, she's Hopi. But she's Hopi Navajo, too, right? She's mixed.
Mm-hmm.
And you are, too, hon?
Yes.
Okay, so nothing wrong with sharing...
It's an international, universal world.
Yeah, and so we should share information, right?
Right.
And so, I didn't find any solutions about the government being corrupt out at Hopi. I found that, you and I found that in the streets of New York City, is that right?
You may have, but I was already listening to it through my elders and their experiences with militant services or religions
right.
around them.
And that was brought to you, too. And I respect what you're saying, hon. But you and I really seen it full blast, is what I'm trying to say, at Ground Zero in New York City when we went to visit my grandmother on her reservation, which happened to be Manhattan, New York. Correct?
Yes, again, but it's just a geographical experience for me.
Mm-hmm. You were already awake.
Yeah, reading between the lines. Seeing a lot of things on certain documentaries and videos. I was already
waking up.
Waking up about that because of, again, listening to my elders and my grandparents and my uncles and my older aged friends about their demise or false indoctrination.
Their happenings.
From their cultural backgrounds.
Okay. But for me, I was asleep politically when we first met. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I woke up over the years, and so now I'm not going to go back to sleep. 2000. Thank you, sweetie. 9/11/2005, exactly when I woke up at Ground.
Sedona.
Yeah. Well, at the 9/11 memorial in 2005. You're right. And then it was 2006 that we went to New York City to visit with my grandmother. So anyways, people, what I want to say is, if culture was going to save the planet, culture would have done that a long time ago. So I don't mean to disrespect anyone's culture, but right about now, our world is in deep doo-doo. Would you agree, Karen?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so do you think that we should fairly and squarely give peace a chance on the planet?
Oh, most definitely.
And do you think that all cultures should come together for the great cause of peace, Carrie?
Yes.
And do you think that I'm making you say that?
No.
Good. And so it's time to come together. Creator did not create a vanilla ice cream world or a Pahana world or just a Hopi world. I mean, I'm sorry, people, but you need to quit being queevy with your, Pahana indoctrination of culture stuff. So I'm going to stand up and say that, all cultures are to be respected and revered, and they're all sacred. And I'm not going to put Hopi up on a pedestal. Should I put Hopi on a pedestal? No. Should I put Navajo on a pedestal?
No.
Should I put Apache on a pedestal?
No.
And I'm not going to put Pahana on a pedestal either. No, we're really not going to put them on a pedestal. So, it's all spiritual stuff, and we need to come together spiritually speaking, not religiously or culturally or politically, but just spiritually come together and just recognize and realize
that's the common denominator. We're all spiritual beings.
There we go. Having a human experience, huh?
Attempted to have human decent experience upon this planet Earth, and every one of us, whatever color, culture that we are, creed or faith, we should all be sighting each other through our heart and our soul and our spirit.
Thank you. Should we be questioning the food that we eat, Carrie?
Oh yes.
And should we be questioning any military recruitment to our cultures and our families?
Yes, definitely.
Good. Should we question the government's influence in our children's education too?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to find out other things here. Should we question the contents of our food and drink? You said yes, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. What else do I want to say? Should we question supporting like parades with military people and all that shit in them?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. Should we question the fact that most military people come home and then they end up addicted and afflicted?
Yes.
And especially on the reservations too?
Yes, they're addicted to something, and usually it's chemical, alcohol, because a lot of them are just trying to numb out what they had falsely been commanded to do.
There you go.
And that's dehumanizing another human.
Right, by killing them and exploiting them.
And then the back lies of what our elite and government is not saying,
right?
Not amending or saying what they're really being put out there in different countries or put out there in different fields for oil or for heroin, marijuana, drugs, whatever. That's all they're guarding.
Right. And trust me, I don't believe it was the natives that brought in all the addiction things such as the drink and the drugs and all that to the reservations. Do you think it was the natives that brought that in?
No.
Yeah, so that was corrupt Wall Street, right? Do you agree with that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so there we have it. I mean, think about it, people. Once upon a time, the government knocked on the doors and said, hey, you cannot make your own booze. Hey, you can't grow your own marijuana. Hey, you can't make your own tobacco. Hey, Wall Street knocked on the doors and brought in some tobacco, cigarettes, Marlboro, Cools, Salem.
Card.
Hey, medical marijuana card now. Hey, how about some Budweiser and Coors beer and,
Free pharmaceutical.
Yeah,
free,
big pharma.
What is that?
Oh, yeah, when you got to get off
Social Security disability stuff.
When you got to get off heroin, even the government controls the drug that helps with these clinics that they even have. I forget what they call those clinics. I think detoxing clinics, but methadone or something like that. Anyway, so it's just a bunch of, it's corruptness, people, and it's not the beautiful flower in my backyard that's going to save the planet, is it? No, it's not the beautiful tree. There's not too many trees left, people. So, you know, the birds aren't going to save the planet. We humans have to do something. So jogging and running out to the reservation, 5 miles or 50 miles isn't going to do it, people. Swimming isn't going to do it. Jumping rope isn't going to do it. We need to stand up and rise up and do something for the planet. You agree, hon?
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, even doing the Olympics isn't going to do anything for
Right.
global peace.
Right. We need to come together, right?
It's just
Yeah.
human playing cards
Okay.
for the elite.
Yep, there we go.
That's happening.
I got to do a second video. Coming back to you.